done deal. We're going up now and find the car and pick up the paperwork, title and everything. And we are going to come back tomorrow or Wednesday and pick her up, get her on a truck. So right now I'm going to go up there, get the title, and do a quick video looking around the garage. Here we are on the road heading up to his driveway. It's the same driveway we were on last week when we saw that 55 T-Bird. And he wouldn't let me look at any of the cars that go in the buildings. So there's a giant garage on the right side full of cars, no electricity. That's our next project. This garage here on the left where we're going in now was this car was entombed in there since 1995. All this stuff you see, this place was packed. I mean, it must have taken them 2 weeks to get us this alleyway to get in and walk in and just look. That thing on the left covered with covers was like blocking the road. All this junk was in there. You wouldn't believe it. There's 4 more cars on the car covers in there. So there's a 1970 Jaguar Xke Series 1.5 two-seater, not a 2+2. Original interior, original carpets, original chrome. It was repainted maybe 28 years ago. It looks a little orangey. It's actually a guard's red type thing, but with his fluorescent lights, which are a little weird, it came out a little orangey. Original interior, original steering wheel, original dashboard and switches. This car was painted maybe 24 years ago, and never wet sanded, never compounded. This is how the paint came out of the shop. If this car cleaned up, wet sanded, and compounded, would look magnificent. I mean, it's not wavy at all. There's chrome trims that go around that rear window. Same thing in the front. I'll show you. In the front, the corner, it has corner trims, and then the full chrome goes around the front. I think I got them in the back of the car. So it's 4.2 liter, 6-cylinder, dual overhead cam, 2 carburetors, 2 Stromberg carburetors, original wires, very original car. That's a nice louvered original hood. Now those hoods were a whole nother. Look at this interior. It's a 2-seater. That flips up. There's a little storage area in the back. That little compartment with the silver rails on it. All original interior, never touched. Original headliner. These headliners are just glued to the roof, and they're very difficult to do correctly and keep the chrome trims on. This car was never touched like that. I think this car I sold him in 1995 and a half. Original trims, not covered headlights. The covered headlights were the generation and a half, Series 1, earlier generation. And that bonnet is huge, long bonnet. You see that corner there? That's where the chrome trim goes, and a chrome trim goes around the windshield. Triple windshield wipers from the factory, 1970, 1969. And that bonnet, that hood is huge. It's 3 pieces, a center piece, 2 side pieces. There's the VINs and the body number and engine. There's the date. I can't believe this. I don't look at it again. That just blows me away that he's had this car. I sold him this car. He drove it in the garage in 1995 or 6. I think I sold him a little earlier. And it's been ever since. It has not been out once. The car has no rust. Well, these frame rails usually rust. I mean, that's unbelievable. Look at that, 96. Where these frames usually rust with the engine, not a speck of rust. It's just a great car. Look at all this junk, though. This place is like loaded with junk. It's just kind of mind-boggling. I told him, I said, you know, you're like a caretaker of these cars. You didn't get to enjoy it. It's got 25 more cars. So I said, let me buy like half of the other cars. Let's get the other half and get them all on the road up and running. Because this car, after 20 years, 22 years, see no rust in there? That's beautiful. You don't want to just start it because it's got an interference fit valves. The valve is stuck from all these years of sitting. You're going to have it hit the piston and do damage. Even if you open up, you're supposed to take the heads off and get in there and check everything. Not like these other cars where you can just turn it by hand until she's up and running. I mean, you can, but you're taking a shot. So in there, there's usually rust around the radiator posts and up in the rails. 3-piece hood, original sealant from the factory. That black tar, that's original stuff. There's a center panel and 2 fenders. The thing is huge. And they're a big store. That's where the chrome corners go. Yeah, see, it looks orangey. It's really like a guard's red, which really isn't the correct color either, but it's a whole lot better than that color looking. Original correct exhaust system was put in new the day he got it. Brand new fuel tank. Chrome is very nice. Everything's straight. Little details like rubber around under the chromes you got to straighten out. knockoff wire wheels. Just a great find, man. These cars were just so hard to find, so rare. You couldn't, for years, you could go in the garage, you wouldn't even know this car was in there. There's so much stuff packed on it and around it. Like on the left under that cover is a Volvo P1800 coupe. Behind that is another Volvo P1800 coupe. On the right side, in front of the Jaguar, on the cover is a Volvo P1800 coupe. In this garage alone, there's 3 P1800s, or maybe 4, one being a station wagon. I'm not sure. It's just, I've known this guy for years. It's just, I don't know, he's got hoarder disorders. The only guy who has seller's remorse. You know, people get buyer's remorse when they buy a car. He gets upset when he sells them. And he doesn't use them. I said, come on, you got to drive these cars. It's ridiculous. Get rid of some and start restoring the others so you can start to get out there and enjoy them. That's why you got them. Because having them put in the garage, he doesn't even get to go in the garage and walk around and enjoy them because it's so jammed up. So original interior. I mean, they make interior kits today, but this is an original patina. You can tell. It's just a beautiful feel. No waves in the car. The metal work, sheet metal is excellent. You see under the bonnet how it looks more red than the fluorescence on the outside? I don't know why these cameras with these particular fluorescents, usually I can adjust the white balance, but in this one, no way. That's the original rear. The 2+2s have 2 rear seats and they're bulby looking. They're just not as valuable. This is a very rare to find car. After these years, you don't find them anymore like this. The rubber seals are everywhere where they belong. They may not be in great shape, but everything's where it belongs. And it's just an amazing project trying to get this. You know, I've been after this, what? I've been talking about this for 2.5 months. Usually I make a deal for a car, I get it in a few days. I got the title work. Now I got to go back with a truck and get it loaded up on the truck. That's a whole nother disaster, but it's worth every effort because you just don't find them like this. When you find them, they're rust buckets, they're junk. You got to do a $100,000 restoration. All right, we're gonna get out of here. It was an adventure worthy of all this effort. Hope you guys appreciate it. I finally got it next to the Mercedes. I keep saying it, but you see, I get them done. So we're gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna call Collector Car Insurance and get the old Haggerty on there. Full coverage for probably $136 a year. Full coverage, comprehensive, collector car, classic car insurance, collector, actual cash value, ACV replacement value. Alright guys, time to get home, get out of here. Go fly some drones. So my buddy's driving me, and he's only 6'5" and 400 pounds. Okay guys, happy flying, out for now.